I have been in a 3 years relationship. My boyfriend is very kind and loving, and he understands everything what I went through, and I love him for who he was. We are very happy until one day I noticed something changed. He is not the same as before. He became distant and cold for I don't know what reason. He was always late in our every dinner dates and sometimes forgot our anniversary. At first, I just didn't pay any attention to it because maybe he was very busy about his work, so I don't bother him anymore. I always this kind of girlfriend who always understand and support him in every decision he has to make because I always trust him. One day, it crossed my mind that maybe I should know what is going on. If he has a problem, I will always be there for him to comfort him. Well, that is mostly what girlfriends do, right? So I just did what I needed to do. One day he said that he needed to grab something in a nearby supermarket, and I responded, "Yeah, sure." And that's when I decided to follow him without him knowing. I grabbed a taxi and told the taxi driver to secretly follow the car in front of us. The driver was a little bit confused on what I intended him to do, but still did what I had told him. From minutes of following him, that is when my suspicions got bigger, because what he told me was he would grab something from the supermarket, but the thing was we already passed the supermarket. Clearly, it was his alibi, his reason for me to not be suspicious and to let him go. And that moment on, I didn't even realize that there were tears on my cheeks, so I have been silently crying because the possibility of what I am thinking at that moment might be 99% possible. We just silently followed him until he stopped and parked in something like a park, and there standing a girl and seems like waiting for someone. And I know from there that this is it. So I let the driver go because I don't want him to see me crying. Because honestly, I don't want someone to see me crying. I just don't like the feeling of it. I have been there for like an hour. I feel so numb all over my body. I want to cry really hard, but I feel like my tears won't come out. This is not the relationship what I want. I always dream of a happy and trustful relationship, but now it is all in vain. I watch them hug each other, talking and laughing. I feel so betrayed. This is too much. He was so happy at that time. Maybe he don't love me anymore. From what I witnessed, maybe they are together quite long enough. My boyfriend phoned me for quite some time now. To hell with him. I don't want to see him or even talk to him. The rage I am feeling towards him and his new girl was very strong. From that on, he never saw me again. He texted me many times, but I just ignored it. He called me so many times until I am so tired of him calling me. So I changed my number so he won't bother me anymore. I want to smack him really hard, but the thought of seeing him again made me gag, so I avoided it to happen. I am so done with him, and I don't want to confront him. Enough is enough. The damage has been done, and I am so done with him. And now, I am happy to let myself loosen up and free from any hurtful feelings. I just learned one thing. Love yourself the most and don't let anyone ruin you and change you for the worst. What matters to me now is I'm happy. And I promise to myself to look for happiness and be strong no matter what happens.